Kevin here with a Southern Fried Horror review, but this time it's not for a film, but rather for a book. Now, if you're like me and you enjoy reading about horror films as much as you enjoy watching them, I plan on covering more books here on the Southern Fried Horror Show, so be sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more. Now, for today, I wanted to cover a book that talks about the what-ifs, the could-have-beens, those unmade sequels and remakes that we almost got, but for one reason or another, they never made it past the page. Now, there's been several books that cover some of these films, including Dave Alexander's fascinating Untold Horror, which is an absolute must-read for fans of our beloved genre. But today, I want to share my thoughts on this recent release, Phantom Limbs, Dissecting Horror's Lost Sequels and Remakes, from Jason Jenkins. This book resurrects his long-running column from Bloody Disgusting that was a treasure trove of information and insights into the films that could have been. Now, before I get into some of the lost projects covered in this book, I want to touch on the writing in here. Reading through these pages, it's evident that Jenkins is a true fan through and through. And his love for the genre that he's writing about it's evident. If you're already familiar with his writing from his column on Bloody Disgusting, you know that he packs in as much information as he can in an insightful and fun style. And this book is very much the same, making this a fun and almost educational read that you won't be able to put down. Now, what's great about this book is how the stories behind these unmade films come straight from the creatives involved. And Jenkins scored some awesome interviews with some genre heavyweights we all know, like Mick Garris, Jeffrey Reddick, Mike Flanagan, just to name a few. And they give us the lowdown on why these projects never crossed the finish line. And what projects are covered, you might be asking? Did you know we almost got a remake of Chopping Mall, but with murderous mannequins instead of robots? Or how about Mike Flanagan's spin-off from The Shining and Dr. Sleep that focused on the character of Dick Halloran? This book also covers a couple of Hellraiser projects that would have taken the franchise into wild new directions. We were really close to getting a sequel to Texas Chainsaw 3D, which would have brought back contractually obligated actors from that film, as well as sequels to films like Stakeland, Laid to Rest, and Silent Night. We could have seen remakes to The People Under the Stairs and Bob Clark's Death Dream and the classic I Walked with a Zombie, and even an anthology TV series called Jigsaw's Twisted Tales, based on the ever-popular Saw series. Phantom Limbs has 25 chapters covering these projects and many more. Some of them are so fascinating that I almost wish I could visit an alternate universe where they existed just so I could see what us genre fans missed out on. All in all, this is a fantastic book, worth your time and your coin. It's an absorbing and breezy read packed with information that will have you thinking about the things that could have been. And here's hoping that, unlike some of the projects detailed in here, we get more sequels to this book, because I, for one, love learning about these films that were never made.